Child, please. I started my channel. I just started getting consistent little by little, even if it was one video a month, one video every 2 weeks. I just got more and more consistent, and God just started moving and shifting me. I thought I was doing something else, and God said, no, you're not doing that. You're doing this. But it took for me to get out there and actually start for me to even get to this point. Listen to what I'm saying to you guys today. You got to learn how to be alone sometimes, okay? When you alone, this is when God actually comes to you and has a personal conversation with you. This is when your world is not too loud to hear what it is that God has to say to you. So you could sit in that moment presently and be like, okay, God, it's just me and you. So what is it that you got to tell me? You shouldn't be having a group of friends around you all the time, trying to figure out where you going, where to turn up at, what you need to do. You shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to stand on your own 2 feet that God bless you with. You should be able to stand on your own 10 toes that God bless you with. You don't need no army coming up behind you, because God has given you a legion of angels that's coming up behind you. And you got the Holy Spirit within you. You don't need nothing of this world. Okay, glory be to God. God put you in this world for you to affect change on the world. Okay, this is why God say that you're in the world, but you're not a part of this world. Who am I talking to today? You're not a part of this world. So if you leave somebody and y'all go through tough times, or y'all break up or whatever, and you got to go run into another relationship, you got to go run and deal with other people and all this and that, you're not strong. You're showing right then and there how weak you really are, because that's your moment to submit to God. Sit in that moment. Sit in that moment. Don't go out degrading yourself, having sex with a bunch of people, carrying on, acting crazy. Sit in that moment with the Holy Spirit, because he's trying to teach you something. You learning some things. Hey, Tara. Glory be to God. Come on in here, sis. Who am I speaking to today? Glory be to God. Don't let the devil take you back to a place that you already overcame. God is like, I took you out of that place. I brought you out of that season. Do you remember when you was on your hands and knees crying to me? Whoo, Jesus. Do you remember when you was on your hands and knees on the floor like you was finna die? Crying. Talking about, God, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to be consistent with you, God. God, I'm going to do it right this time, God. Please, God, don't give up on me, God. Please hear my prayers, God. Please, if you get me out of this situation this time, God, I promise I'm going to do right. And then God get you out of that situation. And it's the same thing with you every time. Glory be to God. It's the same thing with you every time. And then when you feel like God is mute, or he's not there for you, or he's not showing up the way you want him to show up, you mad. Glory be to God. But they say God chastised us just like your father would, because God is like a father to us, right? Now, if your child was acting up and carrying on and doing all this and that, and you already told them that they need to stop doing that, that this is not that, glory be to God, and you already saved your child 1,000 times, you keep coming up and picking them up from the school. They end up in juvenile detention centers. You picking them up from juvenile detention centers. It just seemed like they not getting it. Glory be to God. After a while, you got to say, let them sit. Woo! That was the one. I felt that in the spirit. After a while, you got to say, let them sit. Let them sit in that thing, because that's the only way you're going to learn. Listen, it's something about pain that teaches you something. It's something. And we don't like pain. We don't like pain. We like for everything to be easy, for everything to work out for us, right? And God is like, what is you talking about? God already let you know that them weapons was going to form. So everything that you're going through right now is them weapons. Them weapons is forming. Glory be to God, I'm sitting here on a wet bench. Glory be to God. Y'all know I love y'all. I said, you know what? The Holy Spirit said, Alicia, pick up the camera. Pick up the camera. Somebody need to get up today. Somebody need to get up. Somebody need to know that it's bigger than them. Somebody need to know that the Holy Spirit is still working everything out, even though everything in your life look like complete chaos. Woo, Jesus. This is when God does his best work. What is you doing? What? I love y'all. Hey, Tara. This is when God does his best work. Glory be to God. Listen to what I'm saying to you guys today. You are walking into a season of new. Everything behind you is behind you. Glory be to God. God wouldn't take anything out of your life that's supposed to be in your life. If he removed it from you, it's not for you. Somebody comment down below, it's not for me. Since that I started waiting for a man to save me. Listen, that man ain't gonna ever save you. That girl ain't gonna ever save you, bro. If you got to tell her how to be a lady and teach her how to carry herself, she need to learn. Glory be to God. If you got to beg that man to stay and worry about who he dealing with, who he seeing and what's going on, that ain't your man. He for everybody. Glory be to God. Listen to what I'm saying to you guys today. And one thing I always tell you guys is that Hold your head high. Trust on our living God, okay? And move forward in your position that God has for you, okay? Nothing in this world is more important than what God has for you, okay? I'm telling y'all right now, what God has for you is amazing, okay? You can't even ask for what it is that God is about to provide for you. You can't even think of all the things that God is about to do for you. Glory be to God. You got to understand when you are going through a season and when you're going through cycles. Glory be to God. It's time to put the end to the cycles. We ain't no hamsters. We shouldn't be in no rat race. Glory be to God. You're supposed to be running your own race with the Holy Spirit. You're not in no rat race. God did not create us to be no hamsters, to be running around in those cycles day after day. Glory be to God. Every day is a day full of God's new grace and new mercy. That's a blessing. Somebody didn't wake up today. Somebody is mourning over somebody who they love dearly because they didn't get another day today. You mean to tell me you're going to waste a day because you feeling a little pressure? You feeling a little pressure from the purpose? Oh, so you're not going to get out of bed. That's what you're saying. Who am I talking to today? Glory be to God. God is like, you got to show up. You got to show up when you feel like it. You got to show up when you don't feel like it. You got to show up when you mad. You got to show up when you sad. Glory be to God. You got to show up when you alone. Okay? You got to show up all the time. All the time. Your voice is heard. Turn up the radio, family. Turn your TV up loud, because somebody in the other room need to hear this. Glory be to God. Can't just keep treating people any old way that you want to treat them and think that there's not going to be consequences for your actions. So don't worry about the people that's coming against you and that's doing wrong by you, because God sees everything. So when these things start happening in their life, glory be to God, understand that it is because they are suffering the consequences of the things that they've done. Don't be getting caught up in nobody else's karma. Devil don't want y'all to get this word. Don't be getting caught up in nobody else's karma because you out of position. Get in position and stay in position. Get up. Go after what it is that you want out of life. What is it that you want? Write it down today. Write it down. You want to lose 10 pounds? You could do that. You want to get closer to your kids? You can do that. You want to build a stronger relationship with God? You can do that. But nobody's not going to do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. Look at this woman out here walking. She got her baby. She on a mission. Because ain't nobody going to give it to her. She just had that baby. She got to drop a couple pounds. Listen to what I'm saying to you guys today. Glory be to God. She could sit home and eat Debbie cakes all day with the baby. But she said, you know what? I'm putting my headphones on. I'm going to put this baby in the stroller. And I'm going out here if I got to walk for 10 minutes at this park. Listen to what I'm saying to you guys today. Yes, you got to put in that work, family. You got to put in that work.